Hey Modern Salon, I'm coming live in the model room at NAHA. We are getting ready, the Ulta Beauty Pro team is getting ready to debut our first ever show on the NAHA stage. We're so excited for you guys to see this. We have 8 incredible looks plus a cool storyline, but we wanted to show you a little behind the scenes of how we're going to recreate some of these looks. For this technique, I wanted something that has element of structure and texture. So to begin, I took this little horseshoe-shaped section in the front hairline, and I sectioned that out. I'm going to come back to that a little bit later and explain why I did that. We're going to go in about 1 inch from the hairline. Bring all of this back. I used a gel to really slick this down, nice and wet looking. Then I went in and diffused it so it's almost dry to make it nice and hard like a shell. And then I used a little sandwich strip here to just hold this taut to her neck while I work on the perimeter of the hair. And as you can see, I started building some of these curls in here like so. And I'm going to show you how I did them and why I did them this way. So to begin, it's really about taking really clean sections, vertical shaped sections, and then just combing it out nice and even. Use my favorite hairspray, of course, my Shape Maker. Extra hold. This is going to give me some moldable hold. Nice and even all the way through to the ends. And then I'm using the Hot Tool curl bar, and in the same direction, wrapping all the way around like a rope, keeping the ends in my fingertips, not going all the way around, and almost pulling it down so the ends take on almost a straight end result. Holding it in the hair for just a few more seconds here. Drop it out into my hands, and don't let the hair collapse. I bring it into my hand in the formation it was around the iron. Smash it down really, really tight. It's almost going to be a little too hot to hold, but really smash it down so you create deep ridges within the curl. If you drop the curl down, your curl formation is going to be weak. So this is perfect for the people who say, you know what, I love when my hair is curled, but by the time I walk out the door, the curl's gone. That's because you let the curl collapse, and what ends up happening is it loses its staying power. Now, it's in my hand, I'm holding it tight, it's cooled off completely, it's formed into the shape, and when I drop it down, you're going to have a perfect S all the way down. And the reason why this is so important for me to have these deep ridges is because later when I continue with this style, I'm going to build the style back. So we have really strong, slick texture at the crown, and then everything will explode. And when you see the wardrobe, everything supports itself. So the wardrobe is very structural and architectural, and the hairstyle will start to build and be architectural, and it will have these kind of highs and lows within the style as we move these apart and have these kind of come and build off of each other here. So that's going to be the whole back. Then we're going to go back to the top, and I'm going to drop this all down, and I'm going to micro crimp with a small little iron in here. I love the Samvia crimping iron because it's going to give me a nice little texture in here, but leave the front hairline out. Just beautiful blow dry that, or you can even curl it or flat iron it to get that very front line nice and smooth. Build the texture back here, because by using the micro crimper, by having the texture built in there, it's going to build the size that you want. And then I'm going to build a form inside of there that's going to give it the drama. And then that's going to sit on top, and then I'm going to form all of this kind of like a spine going down the center of the back of her head, marrying into the rest of her hair. And we're adding a little bit of this textured, hardware in there. So from behind, you'll see this textured hardware in here. So when she walks on the runway, you'll see when the light hits it, the glimpse of, sparkle you're going to get from the texture. And then down here, I'm going to do another band of it. So it just ties into the seamless look of the whole entire story. So this is kind of a sneak peek of it. We have a lot of work to do still, but we are behind the scenes of NAHA, and we can't wait for you guys to see the show.